Most people looking for a reliable optic don't want to spend a month's rent on glass, and that is exactly where this thing finds its sweet spot. It is one of those pieces of gear that feels surprisingly solid the moment you pull it out of the box. You get that single-piece aircraft-grade aluminum tube, and honestly, it has a nice, reassuring weight to it without feeling like you are lugging around a lead pipe. It feels like it could take a decent bump in the field and keep on ticking, which is really what you want when you are out in the brush. What stands out right away is the eye box. A lot of scopes in this price range make you hunt for the perfect position, forcing you to hover your head just right, or you end up with a black ring around your sight picture. This one is much more forgiving. You can get behind it quickly, which is a massive help if you are trying to track something moving, or just don't have the luxury of setting up a perfect bench rest shot. The eye relief is generous enough that you aren't constantly worried about getting a scope kiss during recoil, either. Now the glass itself is fully multi-coated, and for the money, the clarity is genuinely impressive. It pulls in plenty of light, and the image stays crisp even when you crank that magnification up to 12. The dead-hold BDC reticle is a classic for a reason. It is not overly cluttered, so you aren't staring at a spiderweb of lines, but it gives you those holdover points that make a huge difference when you are dealing with varying distances. It takes the guesswork out of the equation, and that is a win in anyone's book. The fast focus eyepiece is another one of those small touches that makes a big difference. You can dial it into your eye quickly, and it stays put. The cap turrets are a nice touch too, keeping everything protected from the elements or accidental bumps while you are hiking. It is nitrogen purged and sealed, so if you get caught in a downpour or a sudden temperature swing, you aren't going to be dealing with internal fogging. If there is a downside, it is that the adjustments don't have that super tactile, crisp click that you might find on optics costing 3 times as much. They are functional and they get the job done, but they feel a little bit mushy. It is not a deal breaker by any stretch, but it is something you notice if you are used to high-end tactical gear. Also, because it is a second focal plane scope, just remember that those holdover points are only calibrated for a specific magnification setting. You have to keep that in mind when you are out in the field. But here is the real kicker, the warranty. It is one of those things that sounds too good to be true until you actually look into it. It is an unlimited, unconditional, lifetime promise. If this thing breaks, they fix it or replace it, no questions asked. That kind of peace of mind is rare. It turns this from just another piece of equipment into a long-term investment. For the hunter who wants something dependable that won't let them down when the season is on the line, this is a solid, no-nonsense choice that hits way above its weight class.
Check out the video description for updated price. And thank you for watching this video.